Hey Capricorn, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I'm coming on today to do your reading for January 2020. Happy New Year and happy birthday to all the Capricorns. Please take whatever resonates and just dismiss whatever doesn't. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. And please feel free to check your sun, moon, and rising signs so that you can get more information about particular situations within your life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with Capricorns for January of 2020. All right, Spirit, what are the most important messages that Capricorns need to know for the month of January 2020? Most important messages that Capricorns will need to know for January of 2020. What are the most important messages for Capricorns? Okay, we have body and mind, the 5 of fire, the 7 of earth, and then we have journey, the 8 of air, or the 8 of earth, sorry, the 8 of air, the king of air, and death and rebirth. Okay, so what I see here going on in January, gosh, it looks like there may be like some conflict going on here, or like some arguments, or some like anger that's being kind of stirred up. I'm getting like that you really need to kind of pay attention to your mind and your body. So the way that you think, or the things that you think about will affect how your body works or is reacting. So if you're constantly like kind of going over something in your head over and over and over again, and it's like, you know, causing stress, like you're gonna feel that within your body. I do feel like there is like somebody here that is kind of making you angry or upset in the month of January. And you know, I'm getting the message to just kind of remove yourself from the situation and take some time to kind of calm yourself down before you react in a way that, you know, might be more harmful. I'm getting like, you know, respond instead of react, but you may need to pull yourself away from a situation first in order to kind of like get your bearings. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just heard, and I mean, this is not going to probably be for everybody, but I just heard STD. So there could be like somebody like finding out that they have an STD, or that's like what this argument and conflict is about. So I guess, like, you know, just take precautions, the necessary precautions when you are like interacting sexually with other people. Okay. So for some of you guys, I mean, well, I feel like, you know, you have been on this journey of like really kind of finding yourself, and it's kind of been an ongoing thing for a while now. I just feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like this is like the next phase of like a journey that you are on, or that you've been experiencing. And there is like wisdom to be gained here, with whatever is like happening here in the month of January. I feel like, you know, you feel kind of stuck or trapped. And I'm feeling like this is more like in the mind. about like maybe a decision that needs to be made, or about a certain situation that you are finding yourself in. I feel like you're just kind of going back and forth with something in your head, and it's causing you to feel trapped in some way. Yeah, I'm getting that you really kind of need to like calm the mind. For some of you guys, you may be dealing with a king of air, so this would be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini male. This could be a relationship that you have with this person. Like there is like kind of like an ending and a new beginning when it comes to this person or the relationship that you have with this person. Yeah, it could be like the ending of a relationship altogether, or it could just be like there's something that kind of like gets stirred up. There's like an ending to a cycle, and then there's like a new beginning to the next phase of this relationship. Yeah, I mean, for a smaller percentage of you, I feel like you may be kind of embodying this king of air, because you are kind of really up in your mind a lot, which is kind of like an air sign type of a quality. So it's almost like you're kind of like picking up these characteristics. You're like really overthinking and thinking a lot about something. And I feel like this is like a transformative time, like where, you know, you're kind of like going through this cycle, and then, you know what I mean, like coming back out of it. Like there's some kind of a transformation going on here with that. And it could be like connected to communication, the way that you're thinking, how you interact with others and speak with others. All right, so I'm going to see what other messages I can get here for Capricorn. What other messages do Capricorns need to know about this energy for January 2020? Other messages do Capricorns need to know about this energy? Okay. What is this body and mind card about for Capricorns? The Empress. Okay, so for some of you guys, for those who are female, I feel like you're kind of being asked to embody this Empress type of energy, to really like get some balance, to just like, I get like a very like soft, nurturing, kind energy from this. So for those of you who are kind of like all in the head, and you're dealing with, you know, like two sides to something and like constantly battling something, I mean, I'm getting to try and look at things from a more like loving perspective, I guess. And then for men watching this, I think that this could be a person that you're dealing with. And if this is a person that you're dealing with, I'm getting that they could be a mother. They seem to like, you know, have their stuff together, but they are kind of like the ruler of their domain, you know, like, so, you know, they don't like really need another person in their life, or, you know, like they can take care of everything on their own, I guess. And so like there may be like some kind of like a conflict or a battle here with like the way, with like maybe how independent this person might be. Okay, so let's see about the Five of Fire. Okay, the Ace of Chalices. So this is interesting. I mean, I feel like the conflict that you're having with somebody, I mean, it's somebody that you really care about, and have like strong emotional ties to. But I'm also feeling like, you know, like it's kind of like emotions are spilling out. Like there's like an emergence of a lot of emotional energy. I feel like some of it is anger, some of it could be like crying or sadness, but it's like some kind of a conflict here. And this could be taking place around the full moon, which I want to say is the 10th of January. So yeah, you know, I guess just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. So I'm getting that, you know, if there is a conflict that takes place here in January and it's very like highly emotionally like charged, that there's a need to just kind of like move away from it, step away, take a moment to kind of like regain your composure, and like there is an opportunity to kind of like come back together here. Again, I'm picking up this full moon definitely, because I think that the full moon on the 10th is a lunar eclipse, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that that time frame is going to be really significant for you. I'm going to pull another card here. Yeah, I mean, I get that there can be like a new beginning here. If there's some kind of like a conflict or that, you know, that you have with this person, like there can be the mending of this, but there needs to kind of be like a small time apart, so that you guys can kind of like take a moment to calm down and see things from the other person's perspective. Okay, what about the Journey and the Eight of Earth? Oh my gosh, there is that eclipse again. Holy moly. Yeah, I'm thinking, I want to say like we might even have two eclipses in January. I mean, we just had one on the 26th and 27th of December, so those days might have been significant for you. But I feel like even more, like it's these eclipses coming up in January, especially it being your birth month, like they're really like hitting you. They're affecting you in some way. So usually like with the lunar eclipse, like something is kind of released or taken out of our lives. With the solar eclipses, it's usually something new that's beginning. So the solar eclipse would have been in December, and the lunar eclipse is like at the beginning of January, I think. Yeah, so there definitely could be like a lot of ups and downs here, especially in relationships. But I'm getting to like that these eclipses and like this time frame, like all this stuff that's kind of happening, it's setting, it's like kind of like resetting things for you. You're like going through a reset, so that you can like, you know, start like new or start fresh into you know, the life that you want to have. Okay, what about this Eight of Air? Yeah, I get a lot of like clearing the mind, doing like some self-care, possibly meditation. I think that there's a lot of stuff going on up in the head that you need to kind of clear out, because it's causing like confusion and stress, and it's having some kind of an effect on your body. And it could even be affecting like the people around you or the relationships in your life. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying that for some of you guys, you're kind of like embodying this King of Air, like you're really like communicating or thinking, you know, like there's a lot of this going on here. But I feel like it's bringing balance. Like this may have not been something that you were able to do before. And so like you're learning how to communicate or speak your mind, or you know what I mean, like think about something in a different way. So I feel like this is like something new that you're kind of like learning to do, and it's bringing some kind of balance in. For others of you, I mean, this could be an ending to a relationship with a king of air, and that in itself is bringing balance into your life, or a separation from this person brings balance. Okay, let's see what other messages we can get for Capricorn. What else do Capricorns need to know for January 2020? Okay, yeah, I think that there's like some information that either you as the Empress are receiving, or you are receiving from an Empress type of an energy. And I do pick up that this person probably has dark hair. So I don't know. But yeah, there's some kind of like information or communication going on here, and that could be what kind of causes this like conflict. Okay, yeah. I feel like the male in this situation is getting very like worked up, angry or emotional in this situation that's going on here. More so than they normally do. But I feel like the reason why is because there's like some kind of like love, like there's an emotional connection. There's like love here. I think that it's something that maybe they're not even used to experiencing. And so like they may be kind of acting in a way that seems out of character. Yeah, so I'm getting like with a conflict that's going on within a relationship, that there needs to be some time away. Like there needs to be time to process. And I do believe that this will come back together. I mean, I see it coming back together and something new starting here. But there needs to be like a time of breaking away for a moment. Okay. So some of you guys could be dealing with changes within the home. You could be selling a home, moving out of a home, buying a home. But I think that this eclipse energy is affecting your home in some way. Something is ending and beginning here. Yeah, just a lot of chatter within the mind that you kind of need to clear. I think a lot of other people talking, maybe even like getting on social media and seeing certain things is just driving you even more crazy. So it's kind of like, don't even go on social media and do that to yourself. Just kind of remove yourself from the situation and don't invest anything into it, you know. Because you're just kind of like driving yourself nuts here if you're doing that. Like, you know, you just kind of need to pull away and clear your mind and your thoughts. Okay, and then again, I feel like there is like this message of communication. So either you as a male are communicating something, or you're receiving communication from a male, and it creates like an ending, but then at the same time it also creates a new beginning and balance within your life. And I get like that this is kind of like divinely guided in some way, you know. It's like happening like at a higher plane, because there needs to be the shift and change going on right now in order to move you into the direction that you need to go. I feel like it's very like fated almost. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull a couple cards to see what the highlights in 2020 are going to be for Capricorns. So what are the most important things that Capricorns are going to need to know about the year of 2020? What are the highlights of what is going on in the year of 2020 for Capricorns? Okay, the moon. Again, I'm getting this eclipse. So in the year of 2020, we have 6 eclipses. So I feel like these are really affecting you in some way, for sure. And the Page of Swords. I get a lot of like communication here, communicating with others. I feel like a lot of like shifts and changes in 2020, a lot of things being revealed. And I'm also feeling like there's something about money in the year of 2020 as well. Like there's some kind of a balance with the money aspect of your life. Like things become more balanced for you. Okay, so let's get one more message for Capricorns for January 2020. What's one more message? Whoa. Okay. All right, this card is the Heart Taurus, and it is in reverse. So let's see. You have been too much in your head of late. Oh my gosh, dude. I've been saying that like this whole reading. Enter the Heart Taurus and consciously reconnect with your heart. Yeah, so there needs to be, you need to get out of your head. And don't continuously keep feeding your head with more, you know, nonsense that really doesn't matter, like by going on social media and like trying to look at things that are like bringing you more upset. But yeah, there's definitely a need to clear the mind here and connect more with how you feel and your emotions here. And just kind of separate yourself from situations that are creating a lot of like mental confusion. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that these messages helped you, and I will see you soon. Take care.